Imagine you're a Chinese citizen who wants to travel abroad, study overseas, buy a foreign property, or invest in a foreign business. You have saved enough money in your bank account and you're ready to go. But there is one problem. You can't withdraw more than $50,000 per year from outside of mainland China. And if you try to exceed that limit, you will be banned from withdrawing cash for the rest of the year and for the following year. Sounds crazy, right? Well, this is not a hypothetical scenario. This is the reality for millions of Chinese people since 2018. In this video, we will explain why China has imposed such strict rules on overseas cash withdrawals, what are the consequences for the Chinese economy and society, and how can Chinese people cope with this situation? Why China limits withdrawals for Chinese citizens? China limits withdrawals for Chinese citizens for two main reasons: to prevent capital flight and to maintain exchange rate stability. Capital flight is the movement of money out of a country due to economic or political reasons. Capital flight can have negative effects on a country's economy, such as reducing domestic investment, increasing external debt, depleting foreign reserves, and weakening the currency. Exchange rate stability is the ability of a country to maintain a stable value of its currency against other currencies. Exchange rate stability can have positive effects on a country's economy, such as promoting trade, attracting foreign investment, reducing inflation, and enhancing confidence. China has experienced massive capital flight in recent years due to several factors, such as slowing economic growth, rising debt levels, trade tensions with the US, political uncertainty in Hong Kong, and human rights issues in Xinjiang. According to some estimates, China has lost more than $1 trillion in capital outflows between 2015 and 2017. To prevent further capital flight and to maintain exchange rate stability, China has tightened its capital controls, which are the measures that restrict the movement of money across borders. One of these measures is the limit on overseas cash withdrawals for Chinese citizens. According to a circular issued by the State Administration of Foreign Exchange, SAFE, in 2017, an individual may withdraw not more than 100,000 renminbis, about $15,530 annually from outside of mainland China. Individuals exceeding this quota will be banned from withdrawing cash for the rest of the year as well as for the following year. The circular also requires banks to report any overseas cash withdrawal transactions exceeding 10,000 renminbis, about $1,553, or its equivalent in foreign currency. The circular applies to all bank cards issued by mainland Chinese banks, including debit cards and credit cards. It does not apply to bank cards issued by foreign banks or by Hong Kong, Macau, or Taiwan banks. However, these banks may also face other restrictions or fees when used abroad. What are the consequences of China's limit on withdrawals for Chinese citizens? China's limit on withdrawals for Chinese citizens has several consequences for the Chinese economy and society. Some of the main ones are reduced consumption and tourism. The limit on withdrawals reduces the purchasing power and the travel options of Chinese citizens abroad. This affects their consumption and tourism spending, which are important sources of income and growth for many countries, especially in Asia and Europe. According to the World Tourism Organization, China was the world's largest source of outbound tourism expenditure in 2019, with $277 billion. Increased use of alternative channels. The limit on withdrawals increases the use of alternative channels to transfer money out of China or to access foreign currency abroad. These channels include underground banks, cryptocurrency platforms, cross-border e-commerce platforms, fake trade invoices, or smuggling. These channels are often illegal, risky, or costly, and may involve money laundering, tax evasion, or fraud. Decreased attractiveness and competitiveness. The limit on withdrawals decreases the attractiveness and competitiveness of China as a destination for foreign investment, education, business, or innovation. Foreign investors, students, entrepreneurs, or researchers may be deterred by the difficulty or the cost of moving money in and out of China and may prefer other countries with more open and flexible financial systems. How can Chinese citizens cope with China's limit on withdrawals? Chinese citizens can cope with China's limit on withdrawals by using some strategies that can help them to access foreign currency abroad or to transfer money out of China legally and safely. Some of these strategies are: plan ahead and budget wisely. Chinese citizens can plan ahead and budget wisely for their overseas trips or expenses. They can estimate how much cash they will need and withdraw it before leaving China or within the annual quota. They can also use other payment methods such as mobile wallets, online platforms, or prepaid cards that may have lower fees or higher limits than bank cards. Use multiple bank cards and accounts. Chinese citizens can use multiple bank cards and accounts to increase their withdrawal limit or diversify their risks. They can apply for bank cards from different banks or from foreign banks that operate in China, such as HSBC, Citibank, or Standard Chartered. They can also open bank accounts in Hong Kong, Macau, or Taiwan, which have more relaxed capital controls than mainland China. Seek professional advice and assistance. Chinese citizens can seek professional advice and assistance from qualified financial advisors, lawyers, or agents who can help them to transfer money out of China or to access foreign currency abroad legally and safely. They can use official channels such as bank transfers, remittance services, or investment schemes that comply with the regulations and requirements of both China and the destination country. Conclusion. In this video, we have explained why China limits withdrawals for Chinese citizens, what are the consequences for the Chinese economy and society, and how can Chinese citizens cope with this situation. China's limit on withdrawals is one of the measures that China has taken to prevent capital flight and to maintain exchange rate stability. But it also has costs and challenges for the Chinese people and for the world. The future of money is digital, but also uncertain. I hope this video was useful and interesting for you. If you liked it, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my channel to not miss the next videos. Thank you for your attention and see you next time.